Hey this is Shiipty and welcome back to the channel for another episode of my sim series, Naomi. Hi Tugwoods, I know that it's been a long time since we've seen our dear, sweet, favorite short-haired cutie, Miss Naomi, and so I decided my first official Let's Play video back would have to be with my queen, obviously. So we are here with Naomi. She is currently on a jog this morning, her regular routine with Angelo, and I have some things to update you guys about and also going to inform you all as what's on the agenda today. So as mentioned, normally early in the morning, Naomi and Angelo will set out for a jog, probably about 6 a.m., 7 o'clock-ish. It looks like they're starting a little late today, but this is their regular routine. They wake up together, they go on a jog together, and they just kind of, get some exercise in. But I am here to tell you guys that a lot has happened with Naomi. I say a lot, but not really. So a good amount of things have happened. There we go. So if you guys remember in the beginning, I told you all that Naomi was just staying with Angelo temporarily. She was waiting for her house to be built out here in San Sequoia. And ultimately what she decided was she was just going to stay residing in his home with him, because why spend all the money on an extra home when they can save up that money for 1, the wedding, 2, their honeymoon, and 3, when they officially decide to buy their home together. They then can take the money that they used to sell this house and the money that she had saved up for her home. And so I just thought that it would be a better idea for us to, we're going to send Alicia to school alone. Good luck, Alicia, because I do think that today is exam day for her. So hopefully she does well. But I just think that it's probably best, regarding their living situation. Look at Angelo trying to catch up to Naomi. I just think that it's best for their living situation for them to just stay together. It would just be a little chaotic to bounce back and forth from house to house. And so we are going to be staying here together. I'm going to have Naomi stop. And now we are actually just gonna go for a little brief walk instead, because I feel like they have been exercising for quite some time. But we're just gonna go on a walk now and just kind of chit chat with each other. Also, not the way that she changed into her streetwear. Oh my gosh, let me help her out. But yeah, that's what I had to update you guys with that. Now, also Naomi is planning a dinner party tonight for her modeling agency. She does this every month just to kind of check in on everybody, kind of treat them to dinner, and also just see what it is that, is going on in their life, just kind of like a little chit chat, a little get together. And it's what makes her modeling agency so personable, is that she really does take the time to get to know her models. They are her family, and she wants them to feel like that. And so we're gonna have that dinner party tonight. Everybody's gonna be coming, at least I think they are. Hopefully they do. Preston is also gonna be showing up because Naomi just wants to see her son, and she's also concerned since Corey is off on his honeymoon. Corey's a chef, for those of you who are new to the channel, and he usually does all the preparations for dinner, and so did his wife. And so Preston can 100% cook, but Naomi just wants to make sure her child is fed. And so she tells him to come and join. He's like, okay, cool. I'd be happy for a free dinner. Sure, mom. And so he's going to be joining us tonight. Also with Preston, he is just about done with university. I am so happy for him. He will be in his career as a lawyer, I think, or I think it was a psychologist. I can't remember. I'll have to check. But he is almost done with college, and that is really good because we should be able to see him a little bit more then. And I just would like to explore his life too. I know that this is about Naomi, but I do like to go off the rail and just explore with the other characters. You guys know he popped in, I think, on Wade, I want to say, in the last episode that was uploaded. So yeah, it would be really cool just to see like what Preston is up to and everything. And Corey, we have to see Corey, right? He's married now, so hopefully there are some other plans on the list for him and his wife. Another thing to mention too is that Naomi and Angelo are going to be flying out to Tartosa in this episode. They are actually heading out there to look at some wedding venues and just kind of get a lay of the land, because they are going to be getting married in Tartosa. I know some of you are like, all the way in Tartosa. Well, listen, when you got money like that, sure, location weddings are fine, destination weddings are fine. And yeah, they just are really, really looking forward to being able, oh my gosh, he got so smelly. He's like, please tell me we're going home now, Naomi. She's like, yes, babe, we're almost there. I guess Angelo is a very sweaty man, which I love a good sweaty man. But yeah, they are going to be flying out to Tartosa, I believe on Sunday, I want to say, or Saturday night. I think they were supposed to go. They're waiting for Alicia to get home from prom, and then they were going to hop on a plane and head out for Tartosa. But yeah, that's what we have on the agenda today. Naomi and Angelo are heading home now because they're going to get a shower in really quickly. Naomi's going to start, just doing some work on her laptop, getting some things done. Let's go ahead and stop the dog. Naomi, poor Angelo, he's exhausted. He's like, oh my gosh, I need a shower, babe. I'm so sorry. She's like, baby, I like when you're sweaty like that. He's like, no. Go get cleaned up. So we're going to send Angelo inside to go ahead and get freshened up a little bit. And like I said, she said, maybe you do need a shower. Or maybe she's smelling herself. We'll get her in the shower too. But yeah, we're going to work on some things on our laptop, just do some modeling reservations. We do have to schedule another fashion show very soon. And she's just going to be reaching out to other agencies to do like collabs and things like that. So we're really getting into the nitty gritty of Naomi's career. I feel so rejuvenated after my break, you guys. I am just so excited to pop in here and play around with Naomi too. Grandma likes video games. I mean, sure. I hope that when I'm a grandma, I'm able to play video games. But also with Miss Isabella is going with us to Tartosa as well. I think I mentioned, as well as Alicia. They are very excited for their trip. Isabella has had her bags packed for about a month now. She is ready to go out and just have some fun. Corey's calling in to check on his mom. Sure, go ahead and talk to him. I have noticed that Isabella is actually been wanting some love in her life too, which is really interesting. I think that, she is just really wanting to find someone at this point she can relax. She wants to go into her elder years with someone that she can like walk on the beaches with, live with. And she just feels so weird living in her son's house. She's like, I feel like I should give them their space. They're going to be newlyweds soon. I just don't want to be here anymore. I just want my own private area. It was cute at first, but now I just feel like I'm intruding, which Angelo loves his mom. She's not intruding at all. But I also think that she secretly just wants her own freedom kind of thing. But yeah, that's what we have going on. And I think that is kind of all I had to update you guys on. Oh my gosh, look at her. She's like, oh, the soccer game is going so bad. It looks like Naomi is still on the phone with Corey. They were just talking about school, so I assume that they're talking about Preston. So I'm going to let them have that conversation. And let's go ahead and bump up here to Mr. Angelo. I think that he had just got out of the bath and he's going to go ahead and get dressed. Alicia left her stereo on this morning. I can see that she must have been stressed. She also has been painting a lot lately. So let's see what she's working on. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Angela's going to step back and just take a look at that. And he's like, my daughter is so talented. I cannot believe how talented she is. And then over here, we have a picture of Alicia and her best friend. This is so cute. I guess these are from the photo booth. He just can't believe that his baby girl is going to be going away to college soon. Now, if you guys remember, we backtrack a whole bunch. Naomi and Alicia went on a picnic. I believe that was the first episode, I want to say. Naomi and Alicia went on a picnic. And Alicia expressed to Naomi that she wasn't sure as to what, she wanted to do, if she was going to go to college and all that, and if painting still was something that she wanted to pursue. Okay, Naomi, she's like, I got all cleaned up. Would you like to have a little moment together? Y'all, I'm gonna let them do their thing because they are a happy couple. So I'll check back with you guys in a little bit. So Isabella is going back upstairs because she could hear a little bit too much of the activity that was going on between Angelo and Naomi. And so she's like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit up here. She lives in the basement area. And so I'm guessing she can just hear a few things, but it looks like Alicia is trying to invite over her classmate, Luna. We're just gonna say, okay. Alicia's exam results are in and it looks like she got a below average score. Maybe Alicia should have prepared herself a bit more before exam day. Oh my goodness. Alicia, how are you feeling? She's so tense. She's so aggravated. She's like, I can't believe I failed. My dad's going to be so upset with me. But it looks like Luna, I don't know if you guys remember, but when they first came to Copperdale, that Alicia was trying to be friends with Luna, and Luna was very standoffish. She did not want to invite Alicia into their club. She just didn't want any part of it. But now Alicia is hanging out with all of those teens. So she's friends with Luna. I believe that the Sim's name is pronounced Hua, I think is how you say it. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure. Friends with John. I think that that's about it. But she really is just kind of finding her groove at this place. Oh my gosh, Pockets came to greet us. So we're just going to play with the laser really quickly. And she's going to complain about her problems. But Alicia, she has been doing some things that she probably shouldn't be doing. I would say that Luna is more of the rebellious one that Alicia hangs out with. I'm sorry if I pronounced the Sim's name wrong the entire time. I apologize. But Hua is more like one who likes to have a good time. They go to the pier a lot. Alicia is close to Hua, but Luna's up there as well. But Luna's more of the rebellious type. Luna likes to go down to the creek and participate in other activities that Alicia's father probably would frown upon 100%. So she is feeling a little tense. Luna came over, and I do think that they're thinking about heading out to the spot and just having some fun. Alicia's already texting everybody. So we're going to grab Luna and we're going to head out really quickly. It'll be really, really fast. We have the dinner party that we have to participate in. So we got to go. We got to be quick. And look, it looks like Luna's angry too. Luna probably failed as well. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So it's the dinner party, and Naomi just noticed that Preston walked through the door. And so she's coming over here to greet her lovely son. He's making jokes with her and saying, "See, Mom, I told you I'd show up." And she's like, "Well, I'm happy to see you, baby. I'm really, just glad that you came." And we're just going to talk to him a little bit. I do think that we're going to have some small talk. Naomi is also texting Alicia because she's still not here yet. And Naomi goes, "Hey, Preston, when you were driving over here, did you happen to see Alicia? She said that she was going to the beach with her friends for a little bit, but she's still not home and it is kind of late." And so he's like, "No, Mom, I didn't see her. Is she all right? Do you want me to go look for her?" And Naomi's just going to say, "Oh, no. It's okay. Maybe she's just out and about with some friends. She should be home soon, but how have you been, baby?" She's just talking to him, checking in and everything. And here at the dinner party, oh my gosh, Alicia's cat is always on the table. You guys are gonna have to ignore that. But look at Angelo trying to help out. I love him so much. Now, Preston is hugging his mom, and he notices that this beautiful girl, I don't know if you guys see that, but do y'all see that Preston kind of looks off to the side and he sees this beautiful girl who's just walked down the stairs. I kid you not, this couldn't have been more perfect. He stops in his tracks. He's like, "Oh my God, that's her. This is the girl that I saw at the coffee shop when I was with my dad." He never thought that he would see her again. And so we are going to come in here. We're going to control Preston really quickly because he wants to make some conversation with her. I think that he's going to have a friendly introduction. Let's get him to kind of stand up and talk. She's going to go grab some food really quickly. Let's do a funny introduction. And he's going to say something on the lines of like, "Hey, do you remember me by chance? I was with my dad at this coffee shop. I don't know if you remember me." And she starts to think about it. She's like, "Oh yeah, I remember you." She's like, "It's good to see you again." And she's immediately on her phone. But you guys know this is because she's a model, so she's become really busy lately. But she's like, "Yeah, I work for Naomi. How do you know her?" But he's gonna make a joke with her, and he's gonna say, "Oh, I'm actually Miss Naomi's son." And Jayla is shocked. Jayla's like, "Oh my gosh, that's her son." And I think that Preston's just going to make himself, seated at the table. Let's sit as close to Jayla as we possibly can. Oh my gosh. Is Angelo okay? Angelo's a little drunk right now, but hopefully he can get himself together. He's just enjoying the company. Everybody's having a good time. Monique looks a little frustrated. So I guess she and her husband, might be having some differences, or maybe she's angry from something that happened on the way here. But I think that we're just going to kind of enjoy the company. You guys probably haven't seen him yet. Oh no. So this is Sean, and Sean is Monique's husband, and he looks a little upset too. So I think that something transpired on the car right here. Hopefully they'll work it out. I'm sure they will because they've been together for so long. But Preston, I think you should make your way over here. I don't mean to make him seem like he's following her, but you know, I just want them to chit chat a little bit, and we're just gonna pretend that this is where they ultimately ended up sitting. But we're just gonna talk to Jayla a little bit. I think that we're just gonna have small talk. We're gonna get to know Jayla because he really truly does want to get to know her. This is the first girl that has ever really caught Preston's attention. And so he's like, oh, you know, just talking about music, just random things. He finds out that she's erratic. That is not a treat that I gave her. Y'all ignore that. That is not what I gave her. But I think that, you know, they're just gonna sit here. We can go ahead and possibly get into some deep thoughts. Not yet. Okay, they don't know each other that much, but we can share a story with her. So let's just tell a funny story from like childhood or something like that. He just wants to really sit here and have a full conversation with her and just get to know her, and also show her that he is very open to conversation. He's a very friendly guy, which he is. I feel like Preston has really grown since the first season, and he is definitely trying to just be a better person. I wouldn't say try. He is succeeding in becoming a better person. So Naomi came in here just to make sure that Angelo made it to bed, because he really did have too much to drink, guys. I don't think that, you know, he can hang out too much longer. But Naomi did notice while she was in here that Alicia came home. Alicia went straight to bed, which is not like her. And so I think that, you know, Naomi says goodbye to her party guests. She's going to come up here and she's going to wake Alicia up just to check on her and make sure, you know, she ate, everything's all right, and she's doing okay, because this is very, very unlike her. But you and me both, we know that she went to the beach, to that hangout spot where all the teenagers go. And there's a chance that she may have participated as well. But we are going to attempt to wake her up. Hopefully she'll hear Naomi when Naomi calls her. But she's like, hey, Alicia, you didn't want a plate or anything like that? Are you doing okay? And Alicia just rolls out of bed, and we're going to tap. Oh, and then she tries to get back in bed. Naomi's not going to pay too much attention to it. She's like, oh, I guess she is really tired. Okay, sweetie. Well, if you want to eat, just come downstairs and, you know, I'll make sure I put everything away for you. But it has been a long day. Alicia has prom tomorrow. She's probably really stressed out, you know, so we're just going to let her get some rest. We should probably say goodbye to Monique as well. Yeah, let's give Monique a big hug and just tell her, you know, couples fight. It's okay. Everything's going to be fine. You know, call me if you need me, that sort of thing. So yeah, let's come over here and give her a hug. She's like, y'all drive safe. Good morning, guys. So as per usual, Angelo is waking up at 6 a.m. for he and Naomi's jog this morning. But before he goes, he does want to brush his teeth and then head upstairs and check on his daughter, because he didn't get to see her last night. But, you know, when he woke up in the middle of the night, Naomi did say, hey, Alicia came home. She's safe. She's in bed. I tried to get her to eat, but she wasn't hungry. And so Angelo just wants to lay eyes, make sure he sees his daughter. You know, it's just a parent thing. But he's going to come up here and he is going to check on her. And so, yeah, we're just going to walk upstairs and just see our daughter. We just want to see her. He didn't mean to pass out last night. He was really trying to keep it together and stay awake, but he just couldn't do it anymore. But he just wants to come in here and just see how she's doing. And oh my gosh, he gets a little closer and he's like, wow, she's sleeping so peacefully. She must have just been, you know, hanging out with friends and everything. But Angela's going to walk this way and oh my gosh, he notices that there's something underneath the dresser. He's going to say, what the HE double hockey sticks is this? Are you serious? And he just gets enraged, guys. He needs to find out who this belongs to, as it sure as heck is not his. He is upset. He knows who this belongs to. It's in her room. So of course this is hers. And so he is going to wake Alicia up right now. He's like, Alicia, get up. And I just feel like his anger is 100% going to be in the forefront. So she's like, oh my gosh, I have to go to the bathroom, Dad. Can I go to the bathroom really quickly? And he's just going to start saying, no, like, no. Oh, there she goes. She's like, I'll be right back. I promise, Dad. I gotta go pee. We're just going to have Angelo go ahead and sit here. He's just going to wait for her at this point, because the jog, that's out the window. He and Naomi are not going to be going on a jog at any point. And he just wants to just rip her a new one, because are you serious? What is this? We do not do this here, basically. At least in his house, he does not participate in those things. And so he's just gonna sit here and wait for her. Alicia is tense. She's just not really understanding why her dad seems upset. I wish that she could sit with him on this, but I'm just gonna have her sit on her bed. She's still running around frantic. I think it's because she saw a thunderstorm last night. So guys, this might be a little difficult to witness because as far as Alicia and Angelo have come, it's just going to be really disheartening to see them get into this right now. But he is just going to rant logically to his daughter. He's like, why of all things would you do this? And she's like, how do you know it's even mine, Dad? He's like, I don't want to hear it. It's in your room, Alicia. And she's just so upset. She's like, Dad's hurting my feelings because, guys, I don't think that Alicia participated in anything like last night. I think she was just hanging out, but he's going to argue with her about her dirty surroundings and just say, if you're going to do stuff like that, at least clean up your room, Alicia. Do not have that just laying out. She's like, Dad, again, you don't know that it's mine. He's like, Alicia, are you serious right now? You're really going to just sit here and lie to my face? And he's going to be insulting. He's not more so insulting her, but I feel like he's saying, like, you're insulting me right now. You're insulting just my, you're insulting my intelligence, basically. And so do they have a difficult dynamic right now? I'm going to say, yeah, they do have a difficult dynamic because this is just going to put a massive wedge in their relationship at this time. And we are actually going to argue. We're going to argue about the house rules. And this is him saying, Alicia, actually, you're grounded. She's like, what? Grounded? He's like, yeah, you're not going to prom. She's like, Dad, it's my senior prom. Are you serious? This is not a game. Why would you ground me? And he's like, Alicia, because we're not going to do that. You're my child. And until you're an adult, you cannot make decisions like that. Do you understand me? And I feel like Naomi hears the arguments upstairs and she feels saddened by this because really we came so far. And I cannot believe that we are at this point now. And he's just going to yell at her again. And oh my gosh, they are really going at it. I hate this. He's like, you know what? You're not coming on the Tartosa trip either. She's like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, we're going to just fly out early. Your mom's going to have to come over here and stay with you. And she's like, you cannot be serious, Dad. I can't go to prom. He's like, yeah, you can't go to prom. You can just go ahead and kiss that goodbye because why would you even think that this would be okay? And she's like, Dad, you're not even giving me a chance to explain. Like, what if it wasn't mine and you're punishing me? You're not even going to listen to me. And he just, at this point, he was a teenager at one point too. And he really just feels like this is a lie. All she's trying to do is cover her tracks and he doesn't want to hear it. And so let's just go ahead and just let him be angry. How are we even family? Oh my gosh, Alicia. She just really, oh my gosh, guys. She did not just break her shell. Oh my gosh, she came over here and she was just like going in on her bookshelf. Are you serious right now? And she's like, you know what? I just want to sit in the bath. I just want to sit in the bath. And Naomi just feels terrible. She wants to come in here and she just wants to talk to Angelo, but she just wants to give him his space a little bit. But I am actually gonna come over here and we're gonna let Angelo just kind of vent his frustrations to Naomi because he, oh my gosh, complains. We are going to rant and rave. And he is going to say, you have no idea what I found in her room. And I feel like Naomi's going to be shocked. She's going to be like, no way. He's like, yeah, I found this in her room. And he just slams it on the table. And Naomi's like, what? What do you mean? She seemed fine last night. I mean, she was a little tired, but like, I don't think that, she was doing anything. And he slides it to Naomi and Naomi is just like, oh my gosh, really? This is what she had in her room. And Angela's like, yeah. He's like, I feel bad for, just yelling at her, but this is not okay. And he's so angry. He's like, I didn't raise her to be like that. I did not. I would never encourage her to do that kind of thing. And if she's stressed, why can't she just talk to us? And I do feel like, we need to come over here. Is that Alicia doesn't come down the stairs? She is probably going to yell at her dad. I don't even know. I want to try and console Angelo at this point. I'm going to try and calm him down because Alicia is just going to come over here. And I do feel like she's going to start yelling and defending herself at this point because she's upset. So yeah, let's yell. She hears them talking about her and she's like, "You know what? Dad, how dare you? Like, are you serious? You're still down here and you're still blaming me for everything." He's like, "Alicia, you don't talk to me like that." And she's like, "Gosh, I just wanted to come down here and get something to eat." And he's like, "Well, you could have ate dinner with us, but you chose to be out and about." And Naomi's like, "Well, maybe like it just fell in her bag." And she's like, "At least Naomi tries to defend me and give me some space." And oh my gosh, Naomi just feels like she's the middle person in this whole situation and she just wants everybody to calm down. So I don't know what's going to come from this, but both are so angry at this point. She's feeling hurt and she's just upset. So she just goes right back upstairs and she's just going to go to her room. And Angelo is also not feeling well. As you guys can see, he's very, very sick. And so he's just like, I can't believe this, Naomi. And Naomi just says, "Hey, why don't you go lay down? We can still take that late flight. If you still want to go, it's okay. We can reschedule. We don't have to go. I understand." And I feel like Angelo just wants a break. He wants a break from this. So yeah, he does want to go on his trip. Oh, he already had medicine. And so he's just going to take that. And I do think that I'm just going to have him just kind of go lay on the bed. He's just going to take a nap or something of the sort. So he just really needs to calm down. But oh man, Naomi's kind of left in the kitchen with Alicia and Alicia's trying to make herself some lunch. And I just think that, maybe we can have a deep conversation. Does this belong to you? Oh gosh, I don't even want to do that. I don't think that Naomi wants to do that, but we are going to have a deep conversation. I mean, I guess we could ask her if it does belong to her, but you guys are going to have to disregard Naomi's face if she gets angry. But um, we're just going to try and talk to her. And she's like, "Hey, Alicia, your dad, he found this in your room and I just want to hear it from you. Like, you could be honest with me. I need you to tell me the truth. Is this yours?" And oh gosh, guys, oh gosh. I feel like Alicia and Naomi have gotten very, very close. And so I do think that she's going to tell the truth to Naomi. And she does. She says, I have never seen that before in my life. You have got to believe me. And Naomi's like, "It's not yours." And Alicia says, "No, it's not mine. I do have a pin, but that's not mine." She's like, I would never. And poor Alicia right now. I feel like Naomi is going to have to confiscate the pin because, she shouldn't be doing this either. So, she asked Alicia to hand that over. Alicia willingly hands it over. Now, Alicia does have these stay safe kits in her inventory. And I feel like, we'll have to take one of those soon. But Naomi doesn't want her to feel as though she's being boxed in a corner. So we're not going to do that. And poor grandma has no idea what's going on at this point. But I do want to just say, hey, let's go upstairs. We can go talk upstairs. I don't think that grandma needs to know any of this, but oh gosh, they're so dramatic. I love The Sims. But she's like, "Okay, yeah, we can go upstairs." I just don't want Isabella to be, in this conversation, because if we can keep that pure image of Alicia, then I definitely would want to keep that with her grandmother. But we're going to come up here, we're going to sit on the bed, and Naomi's like, we can lock the door, we can talk. I just want to figure out what is going on with you. Like, what's happening? Why did you think that this is the option you needed to take, kind of thing? And you guys ignore Naomi. She was kind of laying out, trying to get a tan before all of this transpired. But I am going to lock the door for just everyone at this point because we don't want anyone to come inside. But yeah, we're just going to have a deep conversation with Alicia. And Naomi just wants to say, if you're ever feeling like, you're stressed or you need something to get off your shoulder, you can talk to me. And Alicia's like, I think, I'm so thankful for you, Naomi. I feel like you're the only one who ever listens to me. And Naomi says, well, there was one point where you wouldn't, you didn't like me, but you gave me a chance. And Naomi's like, I'm so grateful for that. I'm just thankful that you were willing to listen to me. So I'm always here to listen to you. And oh gosh, I just, should we try to hug her? I do think that Naomi is going to try and give Alicia a hug and just say, I love you, kid. Again, if you ever need anything, I'm here for you. And she's like, even if I want to sneak out to prom? And Naomi laughs and she goes, no, I can't help you with that. She's like, come on, it's my senior prom. She's like, maybe you can talk to dad. We can make him something to eat and maybe he'll let me go. And Naomi goes, no, I think that your dad's pretty sold on that, kid. You're probably just going to have to miss your prom. She's like, I hate it for you, but I mean, I can try to talk to him. I can try to convince him that this is not yours. You told me the truth, but I did find a pin. Like, that's probably going to get you in trouble too. And Alicia's like, well, I just appreciate you trying in general. And Naomi's like, yeah, I got your back, kid. I'll try to talk to him. And she's like, thanks. But we're going to go ahead and Naomi is tense. She's like, I cannot believe this. I'm already stepping into stepmother role here, trying to, be the mediator and just smooth everything out. But we're going to let her take a shower. Again, our flight is later tonight. And so we do want to make sure that we are taken care of. Our bags are secured and everything. And that way we don't have to, stress or anything last minute. But it looks like Angelo just woke up. He is talking to his mom, and I think that we're just gonna have some lunch. Let's get a caprese salad for lunch, and then we'll take a shower and we will be just hanging around the house. So I'll see you guys when it's time for the flight. We just arrived here in Tartosa, and Angelo actually insisted that they take the earlier flight. I think he just really needed to give some space between he and Alicia. His ex-wife was able to get over there and, she's going to be staying for the weekend with Alicia. But I think Angelo just really felt like, I just need to go. I just need to go. And before he left, he did tell Alicia that he loved her, and, he's just a little disappointed. But Naomi did actually share with him that, she found the pen in Alicia's pocket, or, Alicia gave it to her. And she's like, Angela, I really don't think that she was participating in, the other activity, but she did confess that this is hers. And he's like, I hear you, but I just need a minute. But yeah, they just got off the flight. As you guys can see, they have their airport clothes on, and it's a little too hot for everyone to be wearing sweaters. So Isabella insists, like, hey, let's go get something comfy on, and then we can head down to the beach, have some fun. Isabella has been really, really awaiting this trip. She's been looking at all the, the things to do here. She's really excited. She's never been to Tartosa. And so, yeah, she's just really, really pumped for this trip. I am gonna have her claim this bed here, but Naomi is really just checking this place out. It is so beautiful. There's like a fire pit and everything. Love that. I'm gonna get Angelo to actually claim his bed with Naomi as well, and I'll give you guys a very quick tour of this. If you guys want to grab this lot for yourself, I will pop it up on the screen for you guys. It's really, really beautiful, and it is CC free, which I always enjoy. But yeah, Angelo is just really, really excited to be somewhere a little bit warmer, less gloomy. He actually was considering moving out to Tartosa just because he loves just how beautiful it is here. Oh, Alicia's trying to call and talk to her dad. She's probably trying to get one last word in about, let me go to prom. But he's just gonna cancel that phone call. Is he being a little childish right now? I think he is. I think that, going as far as to ignore your child's phone call and texting them instead is a bit, it's a bit much. But he did text her, and he did tell her, no, the answer is still no, because he knows what she's trying to do. But let's get him to change into something a little bit more. Is Alicia calling her now? Oh no. Maybe Brie was just like, hey, vacation's going great, honeymoon is so fun, can't wait to see you guys. But we're gonna get Naomi to get into something a little bit more flowy as well. I think that this outfit here would be perfect. They're just really going to go walk the beach. They cannot view the wedding venue until tomorrow, and so they will be checking that out later in this trip. But we can go to the beach and have some fun. I'm really excited and pumped about that. So we're gonna head on in here, get dressed, and head down to the beach. This place is absolutely stunning, and Angelo and Naomi just cannot keep their hands off of each other. But I'm just so happy to be here. Look at how beautiful this is. And I think that we're just gonna kind of, just check the area out. We probably should have brought swimsuits so we could actually participate in some other things. You know what? Let's just say they brought them in their bags, right? They brought them in their bags. So I'm gonna have Naomi actually sunbathe in her swimwear. And I don't know if Angelo's going to sunbathe, but he'll sit here and he'll relax with her. He'll hang out with her. I love how Isabella just kind of joined in on this sandcastle that's going on over here. She just really was missing the beach. She hasn't been to the beach in years. So this is really cute. We're just going to get Isabella out in the water. And she did actually question why Alicia wasn't on this trip because, we didn't tell Grandma about anything that happened. And we just told her, hey, we found Alicia with some things and we had to ground her. She wasn't allowed to come on this. And even Isabella was like, hey, Angela, maybe you should have let her go to prom at least. It is her senior year. This is something that she cannot do again. Like, she would not be able to re-experience this. Phone, sure, whatever. Not hanging out with friends, yeah. But to just not be able to go to prom, Isabella really, really tried to pull weight for her granddaughter. But guys, when I say Angelo is being firm, he is being firm. And he almost was like, yeah, go ahead and go. But he really wants to show that he's trying to discipline her. So Naomi and Angelo decided to finally join Isabella in the water to get some swimming in. And I'm so impressed. These two are just so athletically fit. I don't think I've ever had a sim swim this good in my entire life. This is crazy. But they decided to get into the water, and Alicia had texted Naomi. Naomi hasn't seen the text yet, but she sent her a text that said, Mom's letting me go to prom. I'm going to prom. And so it's safe to say that Alicia is having a really good night, guys. We can see here that she is actually wearing her prom attire. You guys will get to see a picture later, but yeah, Alicia made it to prom. Her mom let her go. And I think that that's going to be something that is going to be a discussion when Angelo gets back. So we'll just have to see how that goes. But let's go ahead and just play around in the water. And I do think that I'm going to have Naomi actually splash him. I thought I could. I don't even see the option. I want to splash him. But Naomi and Angelo are just chatting. They're really looking forward to checking out the venue tomorrow. And it is getting kind of late. So I do think that, Angelo's like, we can get the handcuffs. We can hang out. Let's do it. So it's safe to say they're ready to go ahead and head home.
Wasting this time.